Ever feel like you have hundreds, even thousands of online friends, but you still crave that one genuine connection, that person who really gets you? If that resonates you, then you are at the right place today. Today, we are deep diving into something that is super important, especially for my fellow millennials and the Gen Z folks: building authentic connections in our digital world. Research shows that even though the millennials and the Gen Zs are incredibly tech savvy and deeply embedded in online platforms, there is a strong desire for real, meaningful relationships. They often feel a bit delusioned with the superficiality of online interactions. Think about it: endless scrolling, perfectly curated profiles, the pictures, the vacations. It sometimes feels more like a highlight reel than the actual life. Welcome back to the Unfold Learning podcast. This is your host, Kostav, an engineer turned into a school teacher, a trainer, a facilitator, a coach, and then an HR professional, and now pursuing content creation with you all. Well, this is the space where we talk about self-discovery, personal development, and essentially growth mindset by breaking stereotypes. So if you're new to this space, do hit the like button, the share button, the subscribe button, most importantly, along with the notification button. And if you're returning back, then thank you very much for being there, and welcome yet again to another new episode of Unfold Learning with me, your host, Kostav. Now, let's be real. Building authentic connections online isn't always a walk in the digital park. There are a lot of hurdles that we face. Think about it. Social anxiety can make even starting a conversation online feel daunting. Then there's those dating app fatigue. Swiping endlessly can sometimes feel more demanding and draining than actual connecting. And let's not forget the pressure to maintain that perfect online image. How will your grid really look like? It's like we are all trying to be the main character in our own perfectly filtered movie. Here's a key insight: that pressure to be perfect online can actually be a major roadblock to forming genuine connections. We are so focused in presenting and ensure that there is an idealized version of ourselves and our lives. It's harder for us as individuals to connect with people real time and having those meaningful connections and relationships fostered. Okay, so we have identified the desire and the challenges. Now the good stuff comes. What can we actually do about it? Can we really foster those authentic connections online? And I've got a few concrete strategies, and of course, I have to leave you with a framework, right? A framework to think through on these lines. So let's get started. The Connect Authentically framework. Step 1: find your tribe. Think smaller niche communities centered around your genuine interests. Are you obsessed with a specific book series, love for a particular type of gaming, or are you into a particular cause like sustainable living, community partnerships? Find online groups and forums where you can share those passions. This gives you an instant common ground for connection. Step 2: be unapologetically you. This is a big one. The more you allow your true self to shine online, flaws and all, the more likely you are to attract like-minded people or individuals who appreciate that you need not be the excellent, be extraordinary. It's okay to be normal. Forget the filters sometimes, share your real thoughts, even if they are a little quirky. But authenticity attracts authenticity. When you are genuine, you give others the permission to be genuine too. So it's your responsibility as well. Step 3: prioritizing quality over quantity. This isn't about having thousands of followers. It's about nurturing a few meaningful connections. Focus on genuine engagement. Ask thoughtful questions, offer support, and really listen to understand versus to respond. And let me share with you a bit of a trivia. Did you know that studies suggest that having a few close, supportive relationships is actually more beneficial for our well-being than having large network of superficial connections. Food for thought for you all. If you're thinking about how many followers increased, well, by the way, I do think about my subscribers as well, but I'm okay for the pace that it is kind of taking. It has taken me months to reach to a 350 mark, and I do anticipate that it will take me years to get to more and more people or have that outreach. But that's okay if it is coming at a cost of deeper connections, deeper conversations, nuanced topics to kind of share. The fourth one, bridge the digital divide. While online connections are fantastic for starting and maintaining relationships, don't forget the power of real life interactions, meeting in person. If you connect with someone online just for a virtual coffee chat, if you are comfortable and local, even a real life meetup can add a lot of value. Look, I know that it can make you feel a bit vulnerable and put yourself out there, but that's okay. That's who you are. Trust me, it's absolutely worth it. These real, authentic relationships are the ones which truly will help us to enrich ourselves and eventually be a better human being. What I've done is I've created a bit of a table for you, which you can see right now on the screen, that entails the potential barriers and strategies to navigate them. This is a product of my own experience and the network of people that I connect with. See if this would connect with you and you would like to actually take it back and integrate with your day-to-day lives. Make sure you have something to take a note down of these, but I'm going to put this out there and I might also put it in my newsletter. The description is in the link below, but do feel free to take a screenshot and have it with you. First barrier, pressure to maintain a perfect online image. Well, it is essentially the feeling to be present and ensure an idealized, flawless version of ourselves on social media, which has a potential to lead to ingenuinity. So how do you really navigate? Embrace the imperfection. It's okay. It's okay if it's not perfect. Curate mindfully. Follow the accounts that will help you to be more intentional, mindful, that will help you with learning, add value to your own being. Take breaks. Try to have some breaks from social media. Well, if you haven't watched my previous video where I've actually talked about how do we keep our sanity by swiping, right? So do check that out. But also value experiences and not achievements. I think experiences sometimes gets trivialized because they appear to be very small, but remember, no experience is small or big. So focus on that. The other thing that I'd like to call out is the fear of missing out. It's constant urge to be at pace with everything. Important strategies: practice gratitude, limit your consumption of the social media, present your own experience, and remember, social media is just that 2 minute thing or that short shelf thing. Today you put something, tomorrow, and imagine you are just one being and there are so many who are going to put in what they are doing, right? You need not get lost into the midst of the whirlpool that exists out there in the digital world. This table will help you. I've added aspects of difficulty distinguishing personal persona, the time constraints, busy schedules, etc., the dating aspects as well. So do take a leverage of these and make sure and let me know if these were helpful for you. So let's make a conscious effort to be more authentic online, to seek those genuine connections and to prioritize quality over quantity. Let's move beyond the superficial and build relationships that truly matter. Let me leave you all with a bit of an action to take back. What's that one thing that you're going to do this week to foster a more authentic connection online or offline? It can start by commenting in the comment box below. Remember, you are valuable and you are worthy and you are enough. For real connections, you deserve those real connections, and you absolutely have the power to build those fulfilling, meaningful connections both online and in this real world. Thank you very much for being there, and I hope You will take care of yourself and people around you and make an intentional, mindful effort by being grateful to be a better human being. That's my time. This is Unfold Learning. This is your host, Kostov. Thank you very much once again.